Welcome back to the channel, Market Hawks, where we stalk the market, where you come get your financial gain so they don't run a financial train on you. Now, today, I'm going to drop a gem on y'all. I'm going to give you an easy start if you're a beginning investor. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to give you all a company that could possibly get you started, give you a little info about it. But in the meantime, I want y'all to begin to understand this is not financial advice. This is possibly information that could change your life. Now, when I explained this to y'all before, I want to make sure you heard me. The top 10% of the wealthy, hear me out. The top 10% of the wealthy owns 88% of the stock market. The top 10% owns 88% of the stock market. Now, the next 40% owns 12% of the stock market. That should be giving you some economic clues to have an understanding what's taking place. The bottom 50% owns nothing but debt. The top 10% owns 88% of the stock market. The next 40% owns 12% of the stock market. The bottom 50% owns nothing but debt. Credit cards, rent, car notes, you name it. Any type of debt, anything they finance. All debt is not bad, but they own debt. They don't have no equity. And I always tell you, wealth is made in sleep, not on your feet. In order for you to get rich and wealthy, money has to be working for you. Now, so much is going on in the economy. Me personally, I'm going to already say it's recession. I feel like people are struggling to pay the basics. Everything you go in the market is much higher. Just things are higher. The price of childcare is higher. The groceries are higher. Rents are higher. And guess what? Wages and salaries are not going up. So how do you balance out in this economy? You have to become invested because like I told y'all before, if this market would have went on a bull market as soon as Trump came in, the average American would be priced out. You wouldn't be able to afford it. And the reason why you're stretching, because you're working more than you're investing. We have to get into the economic investing gospel. And that means constantly paying ourselves first and always be buying sound, fundamental stocks that have good cash flow, that doesn't have a lot of debt, that has the revenue growing, that's doing realistic business that we can actually put our fingers on and understand the business model of how they're making their money. So today, I'm going to start you guys out. And I tell y'all, what is our number one mantra? We stay economically woke, and we play broke while everyone else is spending money on things that don't matter because you need time in the market. The most important thing is time in the market. You need time to let that capital get in the market, to keep adding to it, let it appreciate, and let it begin to grow and to be able to produce an unearned income. And at the same time, you are accumulating assets. But today, I'm going to give y'all a gem, Taiwan Semiconductor. This is a pure gem. Now, I've done all the research on it for you right here. The earnings for Taiwan Semiconductor. Let's see. The revenue is 25.53 billion. First quarter of 2025, up 35% year over year, but down 5% from the previous quarter. Net profit 11.16 billion, a massive 60% increase compared to last year. Earnings per share $2.12 per ADR. ADR means American Depository Receipt. Unit beating analysts. Expectations. The gross margin is 58.8%, operating margin 48.5%, and net margin at 43.1%. All showing strong profitability in the future that could possibly grow your wealth and work for you while you're in your sleep. Now, what's driving the growth? So what's behind these strong results? AI chip demand. Taiwan Semiconductor growth is fueled by huge demands for chips using artificial intelligence, high performance computing. Hit the like button and subscribe. Advanced technologies, meaning chips made with 7 nanometer processors or smaller counts for 73% of total wafer revenue this quarter. Specifically, 3 nanometer chips made up of 22% of sales. 5 nanometer chips made up of 36% of sales. Smartphones, sensationally, there was a slight dip in revenue compared to the last quarter due to some seasonal slowdowns in the smartphone market, but this was more than offset by AI server chip demand. So this is giving you a start of the stuff you should be looking for, reading fundamentals, pretty much on how the company operates, the everyday financials, the cash flow, what's driving them, how they make their money. This is giving you some insight and allowing you to become economically aware of what you should be looking for. Taiwan Semiconductor, the ticker symbol TSMC. This is a great start for a lot of you. I'm dropping some gems on you. I think that some people should be reoccurring buying. This is not financial advice. This is information that could possibly change your life. You have to be gaining compound interest on your money over a period of lifetime so that body of money can begin to work for you and produce an unearned income. That's what I'm giving you. Taiwan Semiconductor. TMC expects revenue between 28.4 billion and 29.2 billion, which is higher than Wall Street forecast of 27 billion. That's the guidance going to 2025. Profitable margins. The company expects gross margins between 57 and 59% and operating margin between 47 and 49 for the next quarter. Full year outlook. Management is sticking with its forecast through 2025. Management's sticking to their forecast, to the tariffs and all that stuff. They're not really worried. They feel like they can weather the storm. Expecting revenue to grow in the midst of the 20% in the US dollar terms, despite concerns over tariffs and global trade tension. Here's what experts and managers are saying. But I'm not going to get into that. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit to get you started. I know a lot of people haven't invested before. You're kind of fearful. But remember, the top 10% own 88% of the stock market. These are not average people. They're highly educated. They're economically aware. These are economic generals that understand that you have to understand where does the money go and how does the cash flow. So we have to get ourselves to the point where we push ourselves and say that we have to start doing better. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Pay attention. Market Hawks, we have the Patreon. We're offering other services for beginning, intermediate, expert. But I want you to understand the reason why you're stressing because you're working more than you are investing. Wealth is made in your sleep and not on your feet. Let's hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get started. Let's start opening them accounts up. Let's get motivated because things is about to get thick.